and welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a very highly requested video, and it is how I edit my Instagram photos. I have really put this video off. Like, it has taken me quite a while to get this up for you guys, and I apologize for that. I've gotten so many messages asking how I edit my Instagram photos, and I always reply with, I am filming a YouTube video. If you could just wait and hold off until I post that, then I will tell you literally everything about how I edit my Instagram photos. But it has been a while, so I apologize to those people that I've said, can you please hold off, and thank you for waiting. But we are here now, we are filming this video, and I'm so excited to share with you guys how I edit my Instagram photos, because I think in the last couple of months especially, my Instagram has taken such a turn because of how I edit the photos, and especially because I started using Lightroom. I still use the same app, Colortone, as I did like from 2 years ago. Like, I've been using Colortone for so long and I just love it so much. But now that I can also use Lightroom to change little things like colors and the shadows and the blacks and the whites and all that kind of stuff, it has literally changed my life. So if you don't know how to use Lightroom, I really recommend getting on to that, because it is so good. I've only started using Lightroom maybe like 4 months ago maybe, but before that I was like, oh, surely it's like not that good, like it's not gonna really do that much more for my photos. But no, like it is just, it's so good. So I highly recommend you learn how to use Lightroom, or just like sit on your phone and play around with it. That's how I learned. I didn't watch any YouTube videos or anything. I just played around with it on my phone to see what worked and what didn't and that kind of stuff. So definitely take some time out if you're looking to get better at editing your photos. Definitely check out Lightroom. Okay guys, so the first photo I'm going to edit is this one here. This one here. So I'm going to be using the app Colortone to start with in this app. So I'm going to go into Colortone now. Make sure it's recording. I literally just did this before and I didn't press record on my phone, so that's really sad. But anyway, we're going to go to Colortone, and then I've already got the photos there that I want to show you guys today. So I'm just going to edit that one. Press edit. This app is a bit slow, not going to lie, but it's still really good with filters. So literally the only filter that I use in this app is the Uluwatu one. I just think it's so nice and it makes everything a lot more white and brighter. So that's the before and that's the after. So it's really nice. There are a lot of really great filters on there as well, but this one just matches my feed the best. I've literally been using this same filter for maybe 2 years now, but since having Lightroom, it has just enhanced the filter so much more. So yeah, the Uluwatu filter, and then you can still play around with the colors and the shadows in this one, but I just like the Lightroom app for playing around with that. I think it's a bit crisper. So in this though, I am going to just make the green a bit more prominent and the saturation on that green, just so you can really get that pop of color, because otherwise it just loses the color in it. So that's all I'm going to do on that app there. I did pay, I think, about $5 for that pack of presets to get the Uluwatu one, but it's definitely worth it. Like, such an amazing filter. So I'm just going to save that, and then I'm going to go into Lightroom and add that photo into that. Done with that. Okay. So that is it there. So I'm just going to go into the lighting. Oh, I don't want auto. Get rid of that. Yeah, go into the lighting, and then I'm going to play around with the shadows, the blacks and the whites and the contrasts. You have to, I find, so that changes the shadow there, as you can see. I'm going to put it about nearly halfway, then make it a bit wider, play around with the blacks a little bit. See, that changes just a bit of the blacks, not too much. But I find that when I put the shadows quite up, I need to just put the contrast just a tad up as well, so that it's not like faded and blurry, because sometimes the shadow can have that effect on photos. So just putting up the contrast +6, and then I'm going to go into the color, and you can play around with all these, so make it more orange, more blue, blah blah blah. I'm just going to make it the tiniest bit on the orange side, not that much. do +3. So it didn't really do too much, but in my head it just does. So yeah. And then you can go into mix, and I'm going to go into the yellow first and make it whiter and brighter that way. So playing around the saturation and the luminance. And then I'm going to go into the orange because I think I'm just a bit brown, you know. So I'm going to go into luminance and just up that +6. So not too much of a difference, but like just enough so you're not like blazing orange. And then I'm going to go into the blue and play around with the luminance on this as well. It makes blue, if you have a white background, makes it so much crisper and whiter. But just be aware that if you do have a sky or blue in there, that it's going to change that. So I don't want to do that too much. So I put that +17, and then you can change the hue of it. So I just wanted to make it a bit less of a darker blue and made it a bit of a lighter blue. So that's all I'm going to do there. Maybe see if I can do the green again and just play around with that to make it pop a bit more. So that's all I'm going to do to that photo there. Super, super simple, but as you can see, the before, and that's the Uluwatu filter, and then the after, it's just changed it so much and made it so much brighter, so it perfectly fits my feed, because I like to keep my feed really white and bright. So yeah, before and after. So yes. So the second photo I'm going to show you guys is purely just using the Lightroom app, and I'm going to be using filters, like a preset pack that I got. I have the Benita, what is it called? Oh, here it is. Benita's shoe presets. I don't even know how to say her name. I can't say her last name, but it's just Benita's presets. I'll leave the link down below to her Instagram and website and stuff like that, because I really love her filters, and I used her Maldives pack before going to Greece, and it just changed my life. Like, I literally did not use anything else but her preset pack because they were just so nice. But in this photo here, I'm going to show you how I edit it with her preset pack, because I do use it quite a bit. So I'm going to go into presets, and I stupidly forgot to put the names of these like filters, but it's the Maldives pack. So literally just want to use this one here. Like, how good is that? Instantly, it just changes everything, and it's so much brighter. And still, if it's not perfect, you can go around and change it. So I'm going to go into lighting here. What has she done? She's done all that. So maybe you want a bit wider. There you go. Yeah, that's all fine. Not all filters are going to be like amazing first go, so you do need to do a little bit of tweaking because you didn't make this preset, so it's not going to be exactly what you want sometimes. But this one was pretty perfect, I think, like from the get-go. So yeah, the Maldives preset pack is what I'm using right now. What else do I want to do? No, keep it like that. That's nice. Maybe play around with the hue of the blue a little bit. Yeah, just to make it a bit more, like make the blue pop a little bit more. I think I like that best. So before, after, like, wow, I'm literally just blown away. I think that's all I'm going to do to that one. Maybe I'll see about the orange. No, quite like that. So yeah, that's done. Bam. Like, I just can't get over how easy that is, just because I've used the preset pack and then I've just tweaked it a little bit to fit my feed and to play around with the colors. But before, after is literally insane. So I'm going to leave her preset pack down below. Definitely check her out. I also do have a discount code for you guys. She gave it to me because I literally promoted her preset pack so much on my Instagram. So she's been kind enough to give me a discount code for you guys. I'm pretty sure it's just Jordana10. So use that and you can get 10% off all your orders. So yeah, I definitely recommend her preset pack. So I use the Maldives one in this one. Okay, so the next photo I'm going to edit for you guys is also using Lightroom. This one, the lighting was just so perfect that day that I didn't even really need to do that much editing for it. And the background was already quite white, so it was just like a nice photo to begin with. But I am going to use Facetune to edit this photo as well. So I'm going to go into Facetune first. Make sure I hit record. Okay, so going into Facetune now. And then it's this photo here that I'm going to edit. Okay, it is recording, just had to check, sorry. Okay, and I don't use this to like make me skinnier or like anything like that. Like I literally just use it because of the detail feature. I love the detail feature. So I'm going to go into retouch and go to detail. I'm just going to zoom in on my face and I'm going to just detail my eyelashes and my eyeballs. You can see that it just made a little bit of a difference there. And then I'm going to detail my earrings and then detail my necklace. You can see there, that, lovely. And then maybe detail the buttons in this and like, just like little random things to like make it pop a bit more. So I don't know if you can see that made a difference, but I just think it makes a huge difference to detail everything and it just makes the photo look a lot crisper as well. So yeah, that's done. That's literally all I do in that app. Sometimes I do make my backgrounds whiter with either the whitening tool or the glow tool. If the background's already white, sometimes you can get away with the glow tool as it makes it a bit more brighter and glowy, duh. So yeah, let's go into the Lightroom app. So I'm just going to just play around with the lighting again in this one, always using the shadows and making it brighter. You can just see the difference. It's so much nicer, and because I have blonde hair, it also makes my hair look lighter as well, so that is definitely a plus. And with white backgrounds, it's just great. So I'm also going to do the blacks as well and just play around with that. That's all you need on that one. Play around with the whites. Done. And maybe a little bit with the contrast again, but just a little bit. And then I'm going to go into the yellow and play with the luminance. I don't want it to make it too bright because the playsuit, oh, I'm wearing the same playsuit as I'm wearing in there. That's so funny. I don't want to make it too white because then it takes out the yellow in the playsuit. So yes, and then we're going to go just a little bit there. Just that much because the background's already quite nice. What else do I want to do? See if the blue changes anything. Oh yeah, the blue changes the bottom of where I'm sitting, so I'm going to change that. Maybe playing around with the lips. Yep. Maybe play around with this. Oh, that's quite brown, isn't it? Yeah, I don't really need to do too much with that one. I'm just kind of messing around and playing with it so you guys can see how I'm doing it, and that's literally all I do to that one. As you could see, it was quite a nice photo to begin with, so I didn't need to do too much editing. But oh wow, that is quite a difference actually when you go before and after. So before and after, it just like, again, I am just astounded by how good Lightroom is. So before and after, so incredibly nice. Okay, what do I want to edit now? Okay. Oh yes. So the next photo I'm going to show you guys is a beach photo. Now this one was taken at about 3:30 in the afternoon, so it wasn't sunset time, but I kind of wanted to give the illusion that it was sunset time or like getting to around then. So this is the photo here. Again, I'm going to go into color tone to start editing this one, and then I'm going to go into Lightroom, and then I also went into Facetune. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Anyway, so this is the photo here, so I'm going to edit that one. And again, I'm using the same filter, the Uluwatu filter. Now I'm quite like orange when you chuck this Uluwatu filter on it, so I did play around with the luminance and the lightness, so I just made it a bit lighter and bring the saturation down, and it made my lips kind of orange as well, so I'm just going to play around with that and like the hue of that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do to that one, I think. Shadows, just brighten that up a little bit, and that's it. So just playing around with that because I was like quite orange there, but yeah. Okay, then I'm going to add that into Lightroom. That one there. Okay, so now it doesn't look sunsetty at all, this one, so I'm going to make sure it's all reset. Yeah, okay, good. I'm going to go into light and go to shadows again. And it just, again, makes my hair look blonder. It makes the sand look brighter and everything. I don't think I need to do too much to the blacks. I think that's all I did. Just a bit of white. I don't think I used contrast in this one. Maybe a tiny bit. +3 again. Seems to be my go-to number. And then I added pink in this one here. So not too much, but just a little bit. So as you can see, it's already changed it and made it a bit more pinky. So that's what I did there. And then I went and made the sand a bit lighter and my hair. Well, it's a bit too much, isn't it? And then I also played around with the hue for this because that one makes it a bit yellow and this one makes it more pinky. And then I also went into this, the luminance, but also the saturation down. Well, so I think I went into, then going into the blues, changing the hue on that. Don't think I used that. And then I definitely changed the hue on this, and it's just changing the ocean in the background, if anything. I think that's all I did to that one. I think I made my lips a bit more pink as well. So that's why I did that one. As you can see, it was quite greeny and bluey to begin with, and then adding the bit of the pink in there just made it so much nicer and kind of made it feel like it was near sunset time. So yes, and then I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to go into Facetune and just use the detail app again. Albums. Or photos. And that one. And then I'm going to go to the... Oh yes, I'm going to mattify my face a little bit. Just a little bit shiny here. I think that's all I did. And then I just smoothed it out just a tiny bit. Just because you can see there, it's just a bit rough on my skin. So not too much there. And that's all I did there. And then I went into the detail app again. Just my eyeballs, just because they're a bit like... And then I also did my eyebrows as well. As you can see, it's changed there. And then maybe a little bit on the shirt. There's a little sheller here, so I'm just going to do it there. Change that a little bit. And that is it. So it didn't change too much, as you can see. Like, I don't like to have my photos so extremely heavily edited that it just like, it looks fake. I still want it to look natural. So yeah, that is that one there. I want to see if I have any more photos to edit for you guys. Okay, so the next photo I'm going to show you guys is from Greece, and I just want to show you guys with like the preset pack, the Benita's preset packs. So this is the original photo for this one. Am I still recording? Okay, good. Then I'm going to go into presets, and then I'm going to show you guys using this one. I really like this one. I think it's really nice, but this one's also really nice as well. But I think I used this one, and then I just played around with the orange because I think it was a bit too orange for my liking. Oh no, my battery's gonna die. Love that. So play around with that, make it a bit that way, and already it's changed so much. Going to this and make it a bit more wider, and then going to this, saturation's a bit up, and bam, there you go. Before, after, like, this, the difference in that is just mind-blowing. So yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with her presets. I think they're so incredible. So definitely check those out if you want to, but also use color tone. The app is free itself, but the preset that I use is around $5, which is so cheap compared to some of the presets that you buy on for Lightroom, and Lightroom on your phone is also free. I don't have the one on my desktop. I don't know, I am always editing on my phone. I take the photos on my phone, so it just makes more sense to edit them on my phone. So yeah, the Lightroom is free, but then the presets are not free. But have a play around. I'm sure you could literally create your own. Like, it's so easy to just play around with it, change some colors, and then save it. I actually have so many saves. So if I go into let's go to this one. I have so many presets that I have just made up myself. They have really random names. Like, I've named one Santorini, Pool. That one's not really much because it didn't have anything. Paros, Mykonos. I've got a mirror selfie one. Like, I've just saved them all because I found something that I liked and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll just save that for next time. What else I got? Beach. I don't know, just a bunch of random ones. I've named them all random names just so I know that what it's like good for. So it just, basically all these ones that I've saved are using the Benita's presets, but my modified version of it. So it's her preset, but I've changed a couple of things just to make sure that it always fits my feed. So like the Santorini one is one of her presets that I've just modified. Same with the Paros one is her presets that I've modified. So even if you get a preset pack and then modify it to yourself and then save them as your own preset, because it'll just save you a lot of time having to like go back and find what you liked with that preset. So I definitely recommend doing that. Okay guys, so that is the end of how I edit my Instagram photos. I hope this was helpful for you guys and you guys got something out of it. I am so sorry if this video was a mess. I'm really stressed to go edit this and it be a complete failure, but hopefully it's not and you actually learned something, and now I can finally share with you guys how I edit my Instagram photos. So I'm super excited to get this out for you guys. But yeah, in the meantime, if you would like to keep up to date with my life, what I'm wearing, I don't know, that kind of stuff, then please follow my Instagram, the short but crazy one. And please let me know if you guys want to see how I edit my Instagram stories. I would definitely be keen to share that with you guys, as I have so many apps and tips and tricks on just a really aesthetic Instagram story. So yeah, I'd be keen to share that with you guys if you guys are interested. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because it means so much to me. I'm really trying to get to 1K hopefully by the end of this year, but followers aren't everything, and I'm happy just making videos with however many followers I have because I love doing it. But I would love to hit 1K by the end of the year. I think that'd be a massive achievement. And yeah, but I hope you guys like this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye.